Zionist volunteers. And it's no coincidence that exactly 100 years ago today, on the Hebrew calendar, that Arthur Balfour, a Christian Zionist from the United Kingdom, signed the Balfour Declaration. Yes. Yes, Israel has been reborn, and Christian support for Israel is real. It's something to celebrate, and that's why we are here today. I'm privileged to introduce our first speaker and the host of this event, Knesset Member Xian Zionist. Xian is from the Likud Party, is a member of the Knesset Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee, a member of the Knesset Christian Allies Caucus, and works to strengthen relations and create cooperation with Christians from all over the world in order to mobilize political support for Israel. Please join me in welcoming Member of Knesset, Xian Zionist.
Thank you so much. I would like to start maybe just by sending my condolences to the families of the victims of the shooting in a church in Texas. We stand beside our friends. We know we've got many friends in Texas, and I send the letters also to officials there. I'm really excited to be here today. We know how history is something that repeats itself constantly. We see events happening again and again. And one of the sentences or one of the verses from the Bible that was just in the recent Parashat Shavua of Lech Lecha says, Lech Lecha me'artzecha mimoladetcha u'mibet avicha el ha'aretz asher arecha ve'esecha legoy gadol va'agdala va'avarchecha va'agdala shimcha. And what it means in our day language, it means that God told Abraham to leave everything. Leave his family, leave his property, leave his friends, everything that he knows, and just stand up and walk towards the land that I will show you. And I will bless you, and I will make your name great. And as much as this happens so many times throughout our history, I think that now celebrating the 100 years of the Balfour Declaration, it was the first time that we held this idea finally, after thousands of years, someone recognized our right here in Israel. And so Jews from all around the world, from Europe, from Northern Africa, from Morocco, from Germany, from France, from Iraq, from Ethiopia, throughout those years after, left their property, left their home, left their family, left everything that they knew in that country for generation, and walked to this land, to Israel. I can tell you that when they arrived here, it wasn't a land of milk and honey, right? We all know what was here. And what great challenges we had here when we founded these countries as well. But if we look today, we were definitely blessed. We were protected through those wars that we've experienced, through the difficult challenges of creating an economy till today, where we're one of the leading countries in startups and innovations and agriculture and water technology, etc. But if we go through history, we see many times where the Jews were persecuted. And I know that you know many of these events. If we go to the Holocaust, Spanish Inquisition, everything that happened through so many countries, we had very few individual people that did amazing things to protect, defend, save Jews, the Jewish people, the Jewish tradition, and they were not Jewish, right? Most of them were Christians. Talking about the Balfour Declaration, but people like Raoul Wallenberg, right? that rescued so many Hungarian Jews during the Holocaust. Or, Donna Grazia, an amazing woman in the Spanish Inquisition that rescued Jews and actually was the first one to print Bibles because the Spanish were burning all of our literature, all of our Bibles, to spread them, to preserve them. These special individuals are the ones that helped us throughout years, throughout history, to survive everything that we've been through. And sometimes I ask myself, what is it? Why do the Jews are the one who were always persecuted? Always people try to change our beliefs. People try to murder us, right? And many people will say, you know what, it's that Jewish stubbornness. They're those stubborn Jews. But what were we so stubborn about? Our values? What we believe in? And we know throughout the history we had many stubborn Jews that had these revolutionary ideas about the world. The first one was Abraham, right? What a crazy revolutionary ideas he had, that crazy Jew, right? Living in a country with his family and friends, and they all are worshipping idols and praying to gods and giving their money to kings and things like that. And this little kid, Abraham, come and tell all of these people, no, you should not pray to statues or idols. There is only one God, and all he wants from you is not money, it's your prayer, your love. And how much he was hated for that. How much he was persecuted for that only belief, trying to be murdered, right? And we held throughout generation this belief. And we were persecuted for having a monotheistic religion, right? And today, this is one of the foundation of modern society, right? A monotheistic religion. Revolutionary, crazy idea, right? And it continues on throughout our history, whether we take the 10 Commandments, right? And do not steal, do not murder, these are easy. But let's take, for example, the Shabbos. What does it mean? That one day out of the week, we all have to rest. Whether we are kings or animals or slaves, this is the one day that you spend some time with your family, that you relax, that you take it easy, right? And how many times throughout history people have tried to change that, trying to force us not to keep the Shabbos. What a crazy idea it was. Think about kings that think, who are these crazy Jews bringing this idea that my slaves need to rest one day of the week? How much money am I meant to lose? How hated we were for these kind of thoughts, until today, where it's so obvious that whether it is a Sunday or a Saturday or Friday, you've got one day to relax, to spend time with your family, to pray to God. Right? It's one of the foundation of the socialist values of our society. These kind of revolutionary thoughts of the stubbornness got us in so much trouble throughout our history. And it continues. I can give many examples. I think most of you know. We can speak about Xian Solomon, who's, I know most of you are American. I don't know if you know him, but he actually funded a crazy idea called the American Revolutions, right? That human beings should be independent and have rights and a democracy and those values. What a crazy person to invest all of his money and convince other people to invest money in this crazy idea and never ask for a cent or a dime back, right? And history repeats itself. And today we're in a very similar situation. These crazy Jews, those revolutionary thoughts, how dare you bring these ideas and those values with you to the Middle East, to Israel, to found a country that is based on these values of democracy, of equality, of freedom, all of these liberties. How dare you bring these ideas to all of these countries surrounding us? who do not believe in those values, and how hated we are for doing just that by all of our neighboring countries. So as history repeats itself, today it is important to also value and cherish the amazing support of people, individuals that are supporting Israel, that send their love and their prayer and come and volunteer here in Israel to support these ideas, those crazy ideas that this is possible, that no matter how complicated the situation is, how diverse your communities are, how many different backgrounds we have here in Israel, different religions, Christians, Muslim, Jews, Bedouin, Druze, Cherkess, and so on. Those values are something that is possible. We are the proof that this is possible, and we are raising a flag of hope to other minorities around the Middle East, that maybe one day this will be possible for them as well. And so, as we had throughout history, Balfour and Donna Grazia and Raoul Wallenberg, we have you today doing amazing, incredible work with your governments in explaining to them the truth about Israel, bringing the lights out, getting their support, in praying and gathering all of your communities to prayer and send your thoughts to Israel, to come and volunteer here, be active in the field, organizing events like this and other events in your countries and in Israel that explain what we are doing here, what Israel really means, with all the lies and what is happening in the media. And so I would like to thank first Sophia, that has organized this event today, to thank all of you. To Irgun HaYovel, Tommy, thank you so much for all of this amazing work, for standing beside us like a wall. Thank you so much for bringing all of these volunteers from around the world to experience it, to then share it in their countries, in their home, in their churches as well. And thank to all of you, all of these individuals and organizations that are making history with us today. Thank you very much.
It's